Hey everybody, this is Joe, and here's what I'd like you to know. Recently, I just did a prom. Not a prom, but prom pictures in the park, which was fun, but carrying around that gear is like, I don't know, 40 pounds, 45 pounds on my back. Out in the rain, a couple hours just doing photographs, and I had an engagement session the very next day, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to make this a little bit easier on me. So I grabbed the SL2, just like here, right here. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I want to show you some of these engagement pictures because I was hesitant on taking that because I don't have the lens selection. And I know that's an excuse, but it's also not really quick focus-wise. It's just not. So I'm used to the Z9, which is probably twice the weight as carrying this around. And I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it is. When you're doing this, like my back was hurting. I've had a couple of back injuries over the years, and just lugging stuff all the time gets to you. So weight is important. So I think, you know what, this is great. So I grabbed the SL2 and just a small camera bag, and I had the 90 millimeter on the camera most of the time, and I used a 35 millimeter for some of the wider shots. And we had a lot of fun. We started outside, went over to the courthouse and did some pictures outside in front of the courthouse. And the colors on them, I just love the Leica color. I don't know how to explain it. If you've never shot with one, you don't really know, because you can bring a couple images into Lightroom, one from your Nikon or Canon or Fuji, whatever you're shooting, and then bring the Leica in. There's a big difference in color. The palette itself is different altogether. In my opinion, the Leica colors look very realistic. And maybe a lot of people don't like realistic. I mean, the way society is anymore, people do not like realistic. But I think they are very true to your eye. I mean, they're very, very normal color. And yeah, you can boost colors up in Lightroom and stuff in post-processing, but it's still not the same. It's hard to get rid of a color palette, per se, like with my Nikon. It's very colorful. The greens always tend to be a little on the yellow side. I always have to adjust those in the hue and saturation. But the Leica, I'm telling you, it's just another ballgame. If the SL3 is worth the investment, I think I would do that, because it's supposed to be quicker focusing at 60 megapixel, whereas the SL2, I believe, is 45 or 40, somewhere around there. But I really love using the Leica camera. It is just such a, it's such a freeing, lighter. It's just very, very basic. But I wanted to show you some of these pictures. So we started at the courthouse, went around town. There's an old restaurant here called Bender's. It's been here for years. Noted for their seafood. They do have steaks and stuff like that as well, but they are noted for their seafood. And they have a really cool look, especially at nighttime. The vibe outside on Court Avenue. It's on Court, like I'm on Court, but they're southwest, I'm northwest. So it's like 2 blocks away. Beautiful, beautiful location to shoot pictures. And this was probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun was at that hazy level, but it was bright. If you were in the sun, it was pretty bright. We caught some pictures there on Court Avenue with vendors in the background, and there were people there eating outside. So we didn't want to cause too much trouble. I did not cause trouble. So they know me down there anyways. We went around and got a picture. They really loved the door at Bender's. It's a pretty cool looking door. The glass work, the stained glass windows. It's a beautiful bar inside. So we got some pictures outside by the door, which was kind of hard because it was in and out. People were in and out of that door all the time. Going around on the other side of the building, the sun was blazing. And I I tried. We got a few pictures. I didn't have any big lighting with me, just a small hot shoe flash on a stand, and I used the Leica trigger, and that's all I used. And we got a couple of cool pictures of that there, and we also just kept walking around. But what I want you to notice is the skin tone. The skin tones are phenomenal. I love their skin tones. And basically, most of this stuff was not altered much at all. I mean, it was out of camera, ready to go. I shot JPEG and the DNG file. And I don't know even why I bother shooting JPEG, because I don't use them. I just think it's a backup and it's something quick, but I just don't use them. I love being able to take them into a editor and just go to town on them. It's fun. But these were mostly, if anything, brought the exposures up and down a little bit, but I did not touch contrast, color, none of that. It's just, it was really, really a joy to use that camera. Light, everything was shot handheld, no tripod, just gun and go, man. We just had fun. And we ended up, it actually came back to the studio and they changed. And I did a picture with my video light, which is the constant source light, obviously. And that's what's on me right now, that's lighting me up. And I wanted to do just a quick portrait with them in the studio. And I absolutely love this look. Look at the skin tones now. Look at the mood in this picture. And that's one light. And I am going to do a whole series, portraits, classic one light portraits. And I love the constant light source because I can see exactly what that light is doing, where it's falling on them, how it's going to look. And I think that's really important. Yes, I have modeling lights on my flash units, but they're nothing like this. Nothing. So it's a whole nother learning thing, and I love learning. I'm 60 years old, and I love learning. I never want to stop. If I stop learning, I will be in the grave somewhere. That is the bottom line with me. So we shot in here, went outside again, and then went down to the park. And look at these pictures. I mean, the colors on this, the outside colors, just again, a little flash unit is all I used, and no softbox, nothing. Just boom, 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 and we just had fun. And I think that's the biggest thing with photography is the more complicated it becomes, the more technical it becomes, the less fun that it is, and it wears on people. That's why people have cell phones. That's why they have fun. But that should be in another video. Anyways, if you have a Leica, I hope you enjoy the Leica. I enjoy it just because it is what it is. It's not meant to be anything other than it is. It's so much lighter. It's so much easier on my body. And I guess the bottom line is it's a fun camera to use. So get out there, no matter what camera you have, capture some really cool things, be a blessing, a positive, upbeat in this so negative world. All right? Thanks, guys, for watching this, and let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.